Hey everyone, I've got another Digimon video for today, and it is going to be on Megidramon and ChaosGallantmon. Now, this was one of the decks that I had mentioned that I haven't been able to talk about for a while, as I've had other videos taking priority. So now we're going to have some of these, I guess not really main featured decks, kind of take the spotlight. Now, Megidramon's been out for a while. This Megidramon specifically has been around since EX2, and it was always a side level 6 to Gallant Mod, especially in EX2. But now with this deck, it takes front and center, as it does have a bit more support thanks to other EX sets that have come out. And we also got a new ChaosGallantmon to supplement it in EX4. So, let's just get into it. So, Megidramon... Oh, hit the camera there. Sorry about that. Now, Megidramon is a counterpart to Gallantmon, so we're going to be seeing a lot of cards from Gallantmon in this deck. So, of course, the main Gallantmon egg. I'm going to be using Digimon. If this Digimon has Guilmon, Growlmon, or Gallantmon in its name, you draw one card. Now, at first, it may seem like Megidramon's name might cause problems for some effects. However, its first effect is that this card / Digimon is always treated as ChaosGallantmon. Now, that is actually kind of lore relevant, as ChaosGallantmon and Megidramon are actually the same being. It's just different depending on who witnesses him. Some see him as Megidramon, some see him as ChaosGallantmon. It really depends. That's kind of like how it is, and one form isn't technically the true form, although ChaosGallantmon is technically the true form of Megidramon, I guess. This is basically almost like a shell for ChaosGallantmon inside the dragon kind of thing. Well, now that we got that out of the way, we've again got the eggs with the inheritable of when attacking once per turn if this Digimon has Guilmon, Growlmon, or Gallantmon in hand. Or no, not in hand. In its name, you draw one card. Anyway, now that we got all that out of the way. We've got this first Guilmon. This one is, of course, the main Searcher Guilmon from EX2. On play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add up to 1 Growlmon or Gallantmon card in its name and 1 Tocado among them to your hand. Place the remaining at the bottom in any order, and then it has the inheritable. If this Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. Again, that's actually gotten more relevant as time has gone on, as there's a lot of Floodgate level 3 Digimon that typically have 3k that you can use, that you can delete with that effect. That's it for that Guilmon. We've got a new Guilmon. This one is red and purple. This can Digivolve for 0 on top of Gigimon. It has the on play. If the total number of cards in both players' trashes is 20 or more, this Digimon gains Rush for the turn. That means this Digimon may attack the turn it was played. It is a pretty good Guilmon. It even might have some place in regular Gallantmon decks. Who knows? But it's typically better for ChaosGallantmon and Megidramon. Another one of those ones that is better in ChaosGallantmon and Megidramon, we've got the Guilmon from EX3. This can also Digivolve for 0 on top of a Gigimon. It has the on-deletion effect of delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 3000 DP or less. If no Digimon was deleted by this effect, however, both players trash the top 2 cards of their decks. With that effect, you will have a better chance of reaching your win condition with this deck. So that's pretty good. Of course, we are now on to the level 4s. We've got the Growlmon from starter deck 7. He's pretty good. It has a play cost of 4, which can come up sometimes. And it has the inheritable effect of your turn once per turn. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you gain 1 memory. He's very nice. And a must-have for any Gallantmon-based deck. We have this Black Growlmon. This can Digivolve for 2 on top of any Digimon with Guilmon in its name. When Digivolving, trash the top 2 cards of both players' decks. Then you may return 1 Guilmon or 1 card with Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name from your trash to your hand. That's great, as again you are going to be trashing a lot of cards. This lets you get back any piece, or well, at least Digimon piece, you may need to your hand. And then it has the inheritable effect of, on deletion, you may return 1 Guilmon or 1 card with Growlmon or Gallantmon in its card name from your trash to your hand. So basically, it's when Digivolving effect without the trashing the top 2. Pretty nice. He's a very good card. In fact, I don't know, he might be usable again in other proper Gallantmon builds. We have this Growlmon. This is the one from BT12. This has the when Digivolving effect. If you don't have a Takuto in play, you can play 1 Takuto from your hand without paying the cost. Very nice. And then it has the inheritable effect of your turn. While this Digimon has Growlmon or Gallantmon in its name, it gets an extra 2,000 DP. That helps you strengthen your Digimon, which is pretty nice. Although you'll mainly be playing this for its Tamer placing effect. We've got Black War Growlmon. This can Digivolve for 3 on top of any Digimon with Growlmon in its name. When Digivolving, trash the top 3 cards of both players' decks. Then choose any number of your opponent's Digimon so that their total DP adds up to 3,000 and delete them. However, for every 10 cards in both players' trashes, add 2,000 DP to the maximum this DP-based deletion effect can delete, which is very nice. Again, more ways to get rid of pesky rookies your opponent might have, and for every 10 total cards in both players' trashes, which will probably be fairly high, as this deck will trash a lot of cards, you will be able to bump that up a little bit more, so you can delete possibly some level 4s and maybe even some level 5s, depending on what you're facing. We got this War Growlmon from EX3. This can, again, Digivolve for 3 on top of any level 4 with Growlmon in the name. When Digivolving, both players trash the top 3 cards of their decks. Then, if a player has 5 or more cards in their trash, you may play 1 Guilmon or 1 Takato from your hand or trash without paying its memory cost. Again, more ways to get Takato on the field and Guilmons. So this is one way you can actually get out this Guilmon, which is pretty nice. That is it for War Growlmon. Of course, the main focus of the deck now being Megidramon. Again, its name is always treated as ChaosGallantmon. It has the when Digivolving effect to delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 1,000 DP or less. However, if no Digimon was deleted by this effect, you trash the top 5 cards of both players' decks, and then it has an on-deletion effect. You may play 1 Guilmon and 1 Takato from your hand or trash without paying their memory cost. Again, more ways to get Takato out and Guilmons out, which is very nice. Again, this is the first time where Megidramon actually takes the spotlight role for the deck, which is very good. And to help out ChaosGallantmon fulfill all of his conditions really well, we've got the new ChaosGallantmon from EX4. Of course, we had an old ChaosGallantmon that was pure purple way back from 5, I think. Yeah, that one was pretty good. However, I'd say this one is a whole lot better. It can Digivolve for 3 on top of any level 5 with War Growlmon in the name. However, you typically do not want to Digivolve into this thing, as it has a in-trash effect on the end of your turn. By deleting one of your Digimon with Digivolution cards and Gallantmon in its name, you may play this card without paying the cost. Of course, the one you will be deleting is Megidramon. And if you remember, he has an on-deletion effect, so that even when you delete Megidramon, you won't be losing too much. And then you can play this guy from your trash without paying the cost. And then it has an on-play effect to tie in with its trash effect. On play, you delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 7,000 DP or less, and for every 10 total cards in both players' trashes, you add 2,000 DP to the maximum this DP base reduction effect can delete. Very nice. And this is going to be, again, essentially a card that will continue your plays and will actually be a pretty good attacker on its own and delete some pretty big Digimon as well. So yeah, that's it for ChaosGallantmon. Of course, as it's a Gallant Mod deck, we've got the level 7 Gallantmon Crimson mode. Now, yes, even though this is the purest form of Gallantmon when it's good, it's just such a good card for Gallantmon. You gotta play it even in this evil version. Really, I think ChaosGallantmon needs a level 7 version of his own. I don't know, maybe Gallantmon, well, since he's purple, I don't know. Gallantmon Amethyst mode. We'll call it that. Anyway, Crimson mode's effects are, when Digivolving, you delete all of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. When attacking, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Add 1 to the number of cards trashed by this effect for every 10 cards in your opponent's trash. And since you are going to be trashing a lot of cards, both from your deck and your opponent's, that effect is going to be pretty nasty in this version of the deck, and it can almost guarantee you a win when you play Crimson mode. Or I guess in this version of the deck, Amethyst mode. Sure. Of course, we've got the Memory Setter Staccato. If you have 2 or less memory at the start of your turn, you set your memory to 3. It does have another effect where by placing this Tamer and 1 Growlmon and 1 more Growlmon from your trash in any order at the bottom, as the bottom Digivolution cards of one of your Guilmons, that Digimon may Digivolve into a Gallantmon in your hand for the cost, ignore its level, and then it gains an extra 12,000 DP. However, that effect has to be Gallantmon specifically, so Megidramon and ChaosGallantmon won't work here. Only playing Takuto, since he's a searchable memory setter, much like how it was with the Cherubimon deck with Henry. Of course, we're now going on to the main Staccato of this deck. This is the first Staccato Tamer that we got. It has the your turn effect. When an opponent's Digimon is deleted, you can suspend this Tamer to gain 1 memory, and if you have 4 on the field, the effect does stack, which is nice. And then its other effect, which is also really good, your turn, when one of your Digimon would Digivolve into a Digimon with Gallantmon or Growlmon in its name, that Digimon gains. When Digivolving, it gets Blitz, meaning this Digimon can attack when your opponent has 1 or more memory. Essentially, it can attack even when you pass the memory over to your opponent's turn. And of course, with every Tamer, if you check it in security, you can play it to your field for free. We've got a card here. This is Megiddo Flame. This has the effect of delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower Digimon. You may delete one of your Digimon instead to delete one of your opponent's level 6 or lower Digimon. Now, you can replace this card with another Tamer called Analog Youth. It ties in very good with level 6 Digimon or level 5 Digimon that delete themselves after attack or have something else to delete them. I will probably put it up on screen and you can read its effects there. However, I don't have that card. Unfortunately, I've been trying to find it for the life of me. And anyway, Megiddo Flame has the security effect. You may play 1 Guilmon from your trash without paying its memory cost. Very nice. And the final card of the deck being Purple Memory Boost. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add up to 1 purple Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order, then place this card in your battle area. Then it has the main delay effect of trash this card in your battle area to activate the effect below. You can't activate this effect the turn you played this card. You gain 2 memory. And of course, if it's checked in security, you immediately set this to your field. However, if it's added to your field by that effect, you only get the second effect. And that is it for Megidramon. So that is the first of the smaller decks that I have that I'm going to do for a little while, since we don't have anything coming out for Digimon, or for Vanguard for that matter, for quite a while, at least nothing that I'm too interested in. There is the History Collection for Vanguard, however, that is more of a premium format product, which I don't play because you had to be collecting since the start for that format, so I'm not even going to bother with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video.